Okay, we're just looking for Mr. Smith, can we have a quick interview
no comment.
with you? Mr. Smith.
Oh, Mr. Smith, I need a word with you later, please.
Okay, perfect.
In my office.
Mr. Smith!
I've already told you once, I'm not willing to talk about it.
Oh, Mr. Smith, just the
hi, Miss
person.
Carter.
Hiya, what do you do in Mr. Rossington's office or Mr. Baker's office?
I just like to spend a little bit of time in it. It makes me feel a bit more important, and it makes me feel like I fit in the school a little bit more.
All right, just thought it was a bit strange, really. You weren't rifling through their drawers, were you?
I wouldn't do such a thing, no. Privacy is really, really important to me, and I respect that a lot at Arno Vale.
Can I just ask you a few questions about the disappearance of Mr. Rossington's prized and precious pizza?
Yeah, you're more than welcome to.
So could you describe to me where you were on the evening of Thursday the 27th of February? It was after 3C had made pizzas.
Well, we were doing art in our classroom that day, so there was a lot of tidying up to do. I was planning the pizza making for 3A the next day, so I was kind of all around the school really. I couldn't tell you exactly where I was.
Alright, it's just that we saw you on CCTV and you seemed to go in and out of 3C quite a lot of times with boxes in your hands. Can you explain what was going on?
Yeah, so I was taking the pizza boxes through for tomorrow where we were going to make pizzas with 3A, that was all it was. And I actually did drop them, did you see that on the CCTV? I was a bit embarrassed about that.
We did see you drop them, yeah. And then you seemed to come out of the classroom with some boxes as well, and then disappeared.
Yeah, so I took I took the boxes through. Sorry, I'm getting a bit flushed. I took the boxes through and they were just the wrong ones. So I realised I'm going to have to go back, and I'd taken some from 4B and they weren't even doing pizza, so I'm not sure why they had them. I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, but I took them back to my classroom and then all the issues were sorted.
And how would you describe your relationship with Mr. Rossington? Do you get on well with him?
I'd say we've only known each other for a short while, but I'd say we're pretty good friends and definitely no betrayal.
Have you seen anybody acting suspiciously recently?
Well, again, I'm quite new to the school and I don't want to speak badly about anyone, but I do think Miss Richards...
You're only talking to me.
Okay, that's good then. I do think Miss Richardson is very new, so maybe she can't be trusted fully. I think Miss Oates seems very coincidental that she did try on those pyjamas that were found in your classroom.
Oh, yeah,
I find
about
that
those
quite
pyjamas.
odd. And as well, Mr. Baker is around the school quite a lot, so I don't think we could rule him out of any suspicions.
And is there anything else that you think would be useful for trying to solve this mystery?
Well, I think obviously if you're interviewing everyone, I think that's the best way to go about it, and you've just got to have a third eye for these sort of things. You've got to be able to read the situations and know who's telling the truth, like me, for example.
And can I just check, did you have pizza for dinner on Thursday the 27th of February?
Well, I did have pizza for dinner.
You did have pizza?
I did have pizza for dinner on Thursday, but it was from Aldi. It was spinach and ricotta and it was really nice, I'm not going to lie. It was really tasty, but I promise, bought it myself.
So you didn't eat Mr. Rossington's pizza?
I wouldn't do such a thing. I couldn't do such a thing, actually.
So, just looking for Mr. Baker. How's this? Mr. Baker!
Is this an emergency situation? Because I'm trying to eat my lunch.
It is actually an
Have you seen the sign on the
situation.
door, Miss Carter? It says, do not
Oh, I think it might have dropped off.
disturb unless it's an emergency situation. I'm trying to eat my lunch.
I can see that you're trying to eat your lunch. It is quite an emergency actually, because Mr. Rossington has lost his pizza and we're trying to find out what's happened. Can I interview you?
Now?
Yeah, like right now.
Yeah, go on then. Be quick, because I'm trying to eat my lunch.
What have you got for lunch today?
Pizza. But,
Have
well, I've
you?
just finished it. Bought it from Asda. So it's definitely not Mr. Rossington's.
No.
Sorry,
Well,
just
I can see that.
excuse me for a minute. Sorry, I've got a piece of pineapple stuck on my nose.
Oh no, that must be annoying.
It's gone. Anyway, sorry, anyway. I've finished my lunch.
So, can I just ask you a few questions?
Alright, I've just said yes.
Oh, right, sorry. I was a bit distracted there by that pizza box. Do you like pizza?
I do. Yeah, let's say this Asda's, Sainsbury's, Asda, Morrison's, but this one's from Asda.
Oh.
It was from Asda.
Okay. And what toppings were on that pizza?
It's sorry, no. cheese stuff. No, it was ham and pineapple.
Oh right, okay.
Ham and pineapple.
And do you often have pizza for your
Do
lunch?
you like pizza? But I tend to only have it sort of once every 17 days, something like that.
Okay. And did you enjoy your pizza that we made for you?
Do you know what? Are your class going to see this?
Yes.
Thanks, Year 3. Pizza was lovely. Really appreciated it.
That's great. Did you see Mr. Rossington's pizza at all?
Bless him. Bless his little heart. It's just really sad what happened. I know he's been really upset, but no,
He was really upset.
Definitely didn't see it. You know, if I find when we find out who's responsible for taking Mr. Rossington's pizza, I'm going to give them a red card.
I think that's a really, really good idea. We will get to the bottom of this. So on the night when it happened, Thursday, 27th of February 2020, can you describe where you were and what you were doing on that evening?
I was doing my usual corridor checks, making sure that everyone was safe, making sure that the school was tidy, and it wasn't tidy. I was having to pick up loads of coats and bags off the floor, and I'd only just done an assembly that day about it. And you know, the amount of times I have to say to people to walk on the left, and I remember Mr. Rossington was running on the right, and yeah, so I was just patrolling up and down the corridor, making sure everyone was safe, everywhere was tidy.
Okay, and there was one point when you appear on the CCTV camera to hang up a coat, but I think you went for a coat peg and then you seemed to miss it and cover up the camera. And for a moment we lost camera footage completely. And
that's a shame.
All we heard was something quite strange really. You went into the classroom, then you appeared a few moments later and you went, "Yes, I found it."
Yeah.
And we just wondered what that was.
So that wasn't caught on camera?
No, it wasn't.
Well, I say I was just picking things. I suppose I must have. You know, I'm often mistaking pegs for cameras and cameras for pegs. So, yeah, that was just a genuine accident. So, yeah, sorry for covering the camera up.
So, what was it that you found in the classroom?
Did you say the children are going to see this?
Yes.
Oh no. And I have to be honest.
Well, honesty is one of our school values.
Okay, it's my hobby. I just like collecting letters. Love collecting letters. In fact, I've got some here.
Have you?
Unicorn cupcake bag.
Oh, that's nice.
And this is where I collect all my letters. It's just something I've been doing for the last 6.5 months. So you've got S's.
Oh, okay.
B's.
It's good collecting there.
E. O. Another B. I like B's.
That's funny. I wonder why you like bees the best.
Oh, there's one for me, look. C.
Oh,
Anyway.
that looks a little bit familiar.
C and B. And then I've got some X's. Got some that make the shape of a train. You know. But anyway, I was doing an audit of my collection. Like a checklist to see what I've got and what I haven't got. And I was missing the letter A.
The letter A, did you say?
Yeah, you can see I've got S, C, B, B, C, D, E, F. It just doesn't work.
No, it
the
doesn't,
alphabet
does it?
if you haven't got the letter A. And you know, A's definitely in my top 5 of favourite letters as well. You know, I love P's, I love I's, I love Z's. Yeah, definitely love Z's. But when it comes to A, I just misplaced them, and I'd got a good collection of A's, and I just couldn't remember where I found them. And then I remembered I'd been in your room that day, and I'd taken my bag. I think it's in here. Bag.
Oh, the Sainsbury's bag.
I went into your room.
Yeah.
And I found what I've been looking for, because I found my collection of A's. So all the things I could see with an A, I picked them up. Another train. A.
You really like the letter A,
I
didn't
love
you?
the letter A, and this is my favourite one. And look at that, it's beautiful. Beautiful wooden cube.
That's really lovely.
So yeah, that's what you must have heard me say on the camera, that yes, I found it. Something like that.
It was something
and
like
I found
that, yeah.
my bag of A's.
Well, here comes the strange thing. Mr. Rossington's pizza box was in a box with a big letter A on the front.
Oh yes. Oh no, I didn't take that.
Do you think that you might have accidentally collected that box?
No, but you can see what I've got here. I've got 1, 2, 3, 6. I've got all my A's here. So no, I definitely didn't take. Did you not see how sad I was for him?
You were really sad for him.
Really sorry for him. Really sorry.
You were really
Fine.
sorry.
Don't give a red card. I've told you.
Did you see anybody else acting suspiciously then on that day?
Everyone, but do you know in particular, Mr. Hickling. What a strange character. Hicking.
I think his name is Mr. Tickling. That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Tickling, Hicking. He's a strange character. I mean, what other member of staff comes to school in their pyjamas? And talking of strange characters, Mrs. Blaymore. She's not going to hear this, I don't think.
It's okay, you're just talking to me, so it's okay.
Sorry, what's in the staff room? Mr. Hicking and Mrs. Blaymore were discussing actually their favourite pizza toppings.
Really?
And I thought, what on earth are you doing? You're meant to be working. What do I pay you for? Get to work. But anyway, Mr. Hicking said he just likes margaritas, just the plain cheese and tomato. Mrs. Blaymore loves...
With vegan cheese?
Vegan cheese, yes. Mrs. Blaymore loves the meat feast. But yeah, I thought it was a bit strange when I'm paying them to work.
Well, I'm really glad that you told us about that. I'll have to ask them in their interviews.
Yes. Is that it?
Anybody else acting suspiciously?
No, I say most people are a bit odd round here, but those two in particular.
Okay, thank you. And is there anything else that you think we ought to know that could help to solve this mystery?
No, I say I'm really keen to support you in any way I can. You've got my help. Anything you want, just let me know.
All right then. Thank you very much, Mr. Baker.
Thanks very much.